Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, of course, another iTry episode, the second one for this week. This is a sponsored iTry, so I want to thank you guys so very much for checking out iTry and allowing this to happen, because that means that sometimes there will be multiple episodes a week. Now, of course, as always, the format is 100% exactly the same in terms of the fact that this is me trying out this game for the first time. Well, in this case, it's actually the second time, because I had recorded this before, and then something happened with the audio where it got all frizzly. I tried to fix it, and then it just disappeared completely. So I have to re-record all of this, which means that I'm going to be a little bit more knowledgeable on the game than I typically would be, because this is obviously my second try with the game. Now, of course, my second try is still about only 20 minutes into the game, so I'm still pretty noobish on the title. Nonetheless, my plan initially was to basically dress up like Kate Upton or Athena from the commercials, but I decided that that would be a bad idea because I think that, well, that would probably make everybody not want to watch this video. So nonetheless, of course, I hope you guys will enjoy this iTry. Let's get cracking and let's get rocking and rolling with today's iTry for Game of War Fire Age. So, of course, basically, from what I've gathered so far with this game, this is quite possibly the most complex and intricate game that I've tried on mobile. And I know that that might sound, I'm not sure if that's a positive or negative necessarily, but I just think that this thing has a lot of depth to it. Like, there is a lot of stuff that you're doing here constantly. There's a lot of resource management. Like, to me, it feels like I'm playing an old school MMO or action MMO on my PC or something like that. It's pretty much to that level in terms of the significant things that you could do. So basically, from what I've learned so far, you have to assemble this little, not little, as you can see, it's quite a large empire. And over time, as you get more and more resources and more things added to your empire, you start to grow as an empire, you become more powerful. And then, of course, as a result of that, you can take over battles, grow an alliance by making friends or attaching friends to your alliance, becoming a part of an alliance. And as a result of that, you become basically kind of like a much bigger force to be reckoned with. So the idea is, you're basically trying to conquer and become as big of an empire as you possibly can be. So let's get cracking. Let's start on some of this stuff. It looks like we have a free spin here, which I really do like this element. This is fun because you always get, like, after a little while, you always end up getting a free spin to win something, which is pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and hit the free spin button. Hopefully we get some good. Ooh, nice. 750 in terms of silver. And what is that? Did we get 5,000 chips? Did we unlock that? Oh, no. Okay. Get and use. Okay, I think, yeah, you need to buy those with gold, which right now we only have 17 coins of gold. So we're not going to go ahead and get that right now. Then this is receive 100 free gold for joining an alliance. So as you can see, there's alliances that are offered to us to join right now. And we could pay we can receive 100 gold by joining one of these. So I'm not too comfortable making that kind of decision yet, because I'd like to dive into the game even deeper to understand the mechanics and the significance of joining an alliance. Can I rejoin one later on, and so on and so forth, before I make those types of decisions. But what we can work on, ooh, look at that, we got a nice gift there, the common material chest. Sweet. Ooh, all right, so in 4 minutes we'll get another gift. But nonetheless, of course, let's go ahead and see what our quest line is. It looks like we need to upgrade our forge to level 2. So we need to locate our forge. As you can see, there's different building types. So for example, here's our academy, and in here you can see that, for example, we could select a subclass and look at our combat, and we can upgrade specific combat effects. Like, for example, we could upgrade our guardians, our troop health, our war elephants over time, which is pretty sweet. But obviously you have to start with things like scouting and training speed. So it's just from my experience playing this for the first time that I did the episode, I really realized how much the depth in the game is definitely very complex. Like, it takes you a little while to really understand all of the mechanics of this thing, because on the surface, you open this up and you're like, oh, I built an academy, what's the big deal? But then it's like, look at that, there's economics, combat, wall traps, hero, restorative, strategic combat. There's all these elements just in Academy that you can upgrade over time. Then you go to your other buildings and your other structures, and you could do the exact same thing again. So for example, right here is, I think that this is our villa from what I recall. So in the villa, as you can see, by upgrading this, you are then able to get more upgrades, such as upgrading your training speed, hero XP, power, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty handy as well. And then that's applicable throughout all of the structures that you build, at least the ones that I have built so far. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to go ahead and try to upgrade our forge here. I don't know. That's our stronghold. I can't recall. Is our forge over here? I don't remember where I actually placed the forge. Nope, that's our barracks, where we can assemble some troops. That's our hospital. Come on. Where is the forge? Is this the forge? I think it is the forge. Yep. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit the upgrade button. And as you can see, you have two different ways to go about this. Obviously, typical mobile game fashion in terms of the idea that you could either use currency or you could wait a certain period of time. Now, sometimes you can be impatient, so of course you're going to utilize currency as a result of that. But in this scenario, it would either take us 2 minutes and 30 seconds to wait, or we could have an instant upgrade by hitting this button right here, which costs us 1 of our gold, but now we have upgraded that and we completed one of our quests, which is pretty awesome. So then we've got it looks like our next mission is actually to build a total of 4 mines. I believe we have 1 or 2 mines. Yeah, we have 1 right here. So we're going to need to assemble some more. So we're going to go ahead and click the little structure. So the little empty squares are the places that you can actually place things onto. So we're going to go ahead and build a mine, see how much... Oh, those just take a minute, so that shouldn't be troublesome whatsoever. So we're going to go ahead and do exactly that several times over here. Building straight... Oh yeah, sorry, we have somebody building. I forgot. You know what? We'll wait the 1 minute. We'll wait the 1 minute. Why not? In the meantime, what we can do is we're going to hit the map button, and this is where you get to see a lot of the other people's empires and a lot of the other players participating in the game. So, for example, right here... Oh my goodness! What is that? My googly moogly! Look at this alliance! Oh my goodness! This wasn't here when I recorded the first iTry. Oh my god. Oh, googly moogly. Look at this army. So that's what an alliance looks like. And now you can kind of understand, I apologize about that. Now you can kind of understand why it's beneficial to have an alliance over being one sole empire. Because if this alliance chose to attack me, or if I chose to attack them, guess who's gonna win? It's pretty obvious. So, yeah, that's not great. It certainly isn't great. But it looks like we have something else here. I've never noticed this on the first one, so this is interesting. This is a level 3 Mythic Minotaur lair. Exclusive materials from the Mythic Minotaur. The Mythic Minotaur has been tenderized, leaving its spoils free for the plundering. Raid the Mythic Minotaur lair for the bountiful resources and exclusive materials. Claim these materials before the Mythic Minotaur and its lair vanish from this realm. So this wasn't here when I recorded the first time, so that's kind of cool. I guess there's different things that are appearing every now and then. So I think it might be a pretty good idea for us to go ahead and attack. The hospital does not heal troops that are injured outside your city. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to go ahead and march on ahead onto our onto this target here, and we're gonna select, let's send 30 troops. We're gonna send 10 outriders, 10 outriders, and along with them we'll also send 10 battering rams. So I think that should be a pretty strong march. So we're gonna go ahead and march those guys ahead, and we'll add our hero for extra power. And there we go. They're going to go ahead and march towards that target. Once again, as you can see, you could speed up that process as well. But in this scenario, it's going to take 40 seconds, so that's no concern. All right. So, what was that? Lake, occupy, teleport. No, I don't want to do anything there. What is this? Okay, so that's our march, which is going on right now as we speak. So while that's happening, I'm going to just back up to Blitzlandia, because of course that's a good name for our actual empire. We're going to get our gift here. Ooh, nice! 10-minute speed up. That's awesome. That'll be handy if we need a lengthy march and such. That would be very good for that. All right, so we're going to make our way down here, and we're going to go ahead and assemble a quick mine, because we still need 4 of those. So we're going to build one. In fact... You know what? I'm going to go on ahead. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Looks like my battery went low again. I don't know why. That's weird. Could have sworn I was charging it before. And then we're going to build one more mine. We're going to instant build that one. So there we are. That is a... Ooh, gymnos. What is a gymnos? Is that a gym? Is that like some sort of weird gym brand? So here we are. We're approaching the Minotaur, and it looks like we've already gotten some goodies there. Oh no, that's our battering ram. Look at that guy on the battering ram. He's like, this is a pretty comfortable ride. But it looks like we were successful because our troops are returning alive and well. So that's great. That is great, great news indeed. They went there, they got what they needed, and they're making their way back, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and discover what this Gymnos is. I definitely would like to know. Okay, the Gymnos increases XP that our specific hero gains. So similarly to something like Warcraft, for example, if you ever played that, you have your army, but then you have your hero who's kind of like the commander or the main character. So the idea is that you're supposed to make sure that your hero is powering up as well so that he or she can lead your army to the best of their ability. So we're going to go ahead and instant build one of the Gymnoses here, so that would be great. For example, here is our hero that I selected. As you can see, she's pretty cool looking. We can obviously over time, if we find helmets or any types of items, we can go ahead and give that to her, which is pretty sweet. In fact, it seems as though we have some unassigned skill points here. So we are going to increase food production because I think that's important. And then our other point, do we go for troop attack or for food protect? I think food is more important, especially in the early get-go. You want to make sure that your citizens are well fed before they can even fight or anything like that. So that's a pretty good idea there. Ooh, I didn't even know. Wait, we can power up the gates? Can we do that? Oh, I think you can. Whoa, look at that. That's pretty sweet. So there's a whole bunch of different kinds of traps that you could use. You can use Greek fire as opposed to, I guess, any other culture's fire. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I guess it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and hit the upgrade button. That cost us quite a bit of resources, but as you can see, we're doing pretty well in terms of silver, food, and so on and so forth, so that's not bad. Now, our next mission is to upgrade this Gymnos. And let's see. Am I able to do so? Do we have the resources? No, we have to wait for the building queue, but we can hit an instant upgrade, so that allows us to fully assemble that. And as you can see, slowly but surely, we are populating this area, making it a lot more difficult to deal with, because now we've got a pretty decent farming system, pretty decent mining system, and the game kind of assists you. That's the good thing, is like what I do like about the complexity of the game is that even though it is complex in nature, the game assists you by giving you specific quests that kind of recommend to you, like, hey, you should be focusing on this right now, or you should be focusing on this right now. And then slowly but surely you kind of realize, okay, I have to worry about my hero and the XP and the way that my hero is doing, while also being concerned about the rest of the city. And then, of course, over time, the idea is that you either join an alliance, which I think, generally speaking, it's probably a pretty good idea, because again, you don't want to be dealing with something like this, even though it looks like they may be dealing with a battle, because I see an army riding away from them. You see right there? So that's kind of interesting that maybe they didn't protect them all together or something, but you can see that they're all under one empire. They're all under UHD. So obviously this is one big, ginormous alliance of a whole bunch of different empires assembled here. I kind of want to assemble our own empire. Maybe that would be kind of fun. Let me know if you guys would like for me to set that up. I'll set up maybe an empire, or an alliance, and then you guys can join. We could be like the giant empire, a giant alliance and a giant empire, which would be pretty sweet. So, all in all, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed my venture into the world of Game of War. Of course, if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well, and I do indeed hope to see all you lovely folks here for the next one. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.